Welcome to the DoubleACS Daily News. An unlikely story welcomed neuroscientist and author Rachel Herz to talk about food. That's right, she spoke about food, or rather, people's relationship with food and why we eat what we eat. To find out more, we spoke with her after her talk.
I'm faculty at Brown University in Boston College, and we're here tonight for my reading of Why You Eat What You Eat, the science behind our relationship with food. That's my latest book. And right now we're at an unlikely story bookstore in Plainville, Massachusetts. The book is about everything to do with how our senses and our psychology are affecting our experience with food. So all the influences which are right out there but we may not be aware of, from the way things look on the table, to the sounds that are in the background, to of course the smell and the taste, to the people that we're with, to the mood that we're in, to the environment we're in, and a whole bunch of other factors. And my goal in writing this book is to make people aware of all these influences so that we, now that we have the knowledge, can feel that we have control over our relationship with food rather than feeling that food is controlling us. And I love food and I want everyone else to love food too. It's just, often people fall into a negative track with eating and feel like they're trying to lose weight, or they're not eating nutritiously, or they're not even sure because there's so much nutrition and diet information that we're bombarded with all the time. And this sort of just lays out the sort of sensory and psychological and neurological facts about what is going on when we eat, and so we can just use that information to make more informed choices and maybe just think a tiny bit before, if we're about to reach for a donut, am I actually hungry? Do I really want that donut? Is that going to really give me pleasure? If so, yes, go for it. But if there's other things going on right now that may be influencing why you're eating that, then maybe you're going to take a step back. So emotional eating, it happens all the time, and different people respond to it in different ways. I actually have a whole chapter on comfort food in my book, which is often something that we go to when we're stressed or under duress. And the thing with comfort food is that it is both very hedonically pleasing, so it hits the bliss points in the brain, so things like salt, sugar, and fat, which is often the makeup of comfort food. And there are also foods from childhood that make us feel soothed and warm and cared for because of the emotional associations that they evoke, and the aromas and the flavors of the food that really bring us back to that time of feeling secure. So those are all facets of why we reach for certain foods when we're feeling stressed or when we're feeling unhappy. And it's definitely a major component of our eating experience. My expertise is actually in the sense of smell, particularly, and also taste and flavor. And I also have a lot of research background in the psychological science of emotion and motivation and memory and motivated behavior. And so to bringing those two together and the fact that I love food seemed like an obvious choice. It's not a diet book, but you can use the information to change your diet. And it's not a cautionary tale either, it's really an information tale. It's to tell people all about the different factors that are influencing them, and then when you know them, you can use that information however you wish to. So the idea is just to become educated so that you feel you have the power over your relationship with food. So this book is not for scientists. I mean, if you're a scientist, I hope that you won't be offended by anything I've written. I think I've gotten that okay, and I've walked a fine balance, but it's really for anyone who's just interested in food. You don't need to have any science background. I hope I've laid it out in an easy to follow way. There's stories, there's anecdotes, people have told me parts of it are funny, so hopefully it's appealing to read.
And any final thoughts for the people out in TV land about why you eat what you eat?
Well, eating is one of the two greatest pleasures of life, and the one that we have to do every day in order to survive, and understanding all the factors that go into it is vitally important in all kinds of ways for a happy and healthy existence.
That's it for today's update. You can watch all of our content by visiting our website, DoubleACS.com, by downloading the DoubleACS mobile app, or visiting the DoubleACS Roku channel. For DoubleACS News, I'm Austin Ricketts.